Welcome back to the channel, Lancers. I hope that something good and special has worked out for each of you today. In today's video, we'll be covering a StarCraft-inspired loadout. I personally love RTS games and have played in the past on the semi-pro level. I played StarCraft Brood War and Halo Wars. This loadout is about emulating a tank, a siege tank from StarCraft to be exact. We want to focus on highly damaging heavy artillery. We'll be utilizing the Truth of Tarsus sniper rifle, much like a cannon, for its heavy blast damage. If you enjoyed this video or find it helpful, then like and subscribe below. The strategy of this build is to siege an offensive position and lay down barrages of heavy artillery. The tactic utilized revolves around activating our catalytic overdrive. We will want to close the distance between ourselves and our enemies, then utilize our voltaic dome to prime our target, detonate a combo either with our Truth of Tarsus sniper rifle, our gear, or melee to activate our catalytic overdrive boost, then utilize our best defense heavy assault launcher. For our secondary weapon, we have the Endless Siege for those high health enemies that need punishing. Our ultimate is one of our main damage sources in this loadout, so we will want to sustain as much damage as possible to proactively, not passively, activate our emergency power component when it is online. We must try to remember that before we activate our ultimate, we want to make sure that we detonate a combo first to activate our catalytic overdrive boost. I really enjoy this loadout as it's aggressive, utilizes weapons and gear, and has high sustain through the use of the best defense heavy assault launcher for armor heals. Shield up, Lancers. With this loadout, let's show our enemies just how hard our artillery from a javelin can hit. Enjoy the rest of the carnage, and we'll meet in the Lion's Den for loadout specifics.
They need fire support. That was hard fought. Thanks for the backup, Freelancer. Oh, it's done. Good work, Freelancer. Come back when you can.
No more Dominion in your immediate area. Collect some samples of their work, and let's go.
I hope that you enjoyed the gameplay. Now on to our primary weapon, the Truth of Tarsus sniper rifle, my favorite weapon. The upgraded Devastator. Ammunition explodes on contact. Hitting weak points on enemies under a status effect will set off a chain combo. Key Inscriptions plus 200% physical damage, which applies only to this weapon, plus 45% luck, which will be converted to armor after the update, plus 20% sniper damage, which is an inscription that I prioritize. And our secondary weapon, Endless Siege, upgraded Torrent. Accuracy improves the longer you fire. Base magazine size is increased by 100% and base damage is increased by 100%. Key Inscriptions plus 85% armor max, plus 14% weapon magazine size, plus 20% autocannon damage, plus 23% left button recharge. And for our ordnance launcher, Voltaic Dome, upgraded shock coil, shocks enemies in area of effect. Enemies are frozen once hit. Key inscriptions, plus 70% gear charges, which applies only to this gear, plus 35% luck, plus 33% luck, which will be converted to armor after the update, plus 17% damage boost for the javelin overall. And as mentioned before, our heavy assault launcher, best defense, upgraded siege artillery, combo effect, explosive. Hitting an enemy with a rocket restores 35% armor. Key inscriptions, plus 27% damage boost overall for the entire javelin, plus 13% weapon damage, which applies to all weapons, plus 100% gear charges, which applies only to this gear. And for our first component, Emergency Power, an inscribed component that augments Javelin ultimate gear and increases damage by 30% of base damage. Ultimate meter refills instantly when armor is critically damaged. Can occur once every 120 seconds. Key inscriptions, plus 90% armor max, plus 9% damage boost overall for the entire Javelin. And our second component, Extended Sniper Magazine. Adds specialized storage for enhanced sniper rifle ammunition. Increases damage by 30% of base damage. Increases maximum magazine size of sniper rifles by a large amount. Key inscriptions, plus 20% ultimate damage, plus 13% force, which applies to the javelin overall. And for our next component, Catalytic Overdrive, increases combo damage by 50%. Detonating a combo increases ability damage by 40% for 20 seconds. Key inscriptions, plus 23% ultimate speed. Moving on, we have Synchronized Frame. Increases heavy assault launcher damage by 5%. Hitting an enemy increases right button damage by 60% for 10 seconds. In this case, right button would be the best defense. Key inscriptions, plus 30% luck, which will be converted to armor after the update. Our next component, Demolition Tribute, increases Colossus shield damage while sprinting by 300%. Melee hits will cause enemies to restore 20% armor when defeated. Key inscriptions, minus 18% shield delay. And for our final component, Ablative Shielding, heavily reinforces the Colossus armor and shields. A shield break increases damage resistance by 40% for 10 seconds. Key inscriptions, plus 33% thruster life. And for our support, Shield Pulse. Fortified effect reduces incoming damage by 33% for the Lancer and their allies. Key inscriptions, plus 21% armor max, plus 2% repair amount, plus 25% luck, which will be converted to armor after the update. And for our overview of Siege Mode, weapons, Truth of Tarsus in the primary slot, Endless Siege secondary, gear, best defense, Voltaic Dome, Shield Pulse. Components, Emergency Power, Extended Sniper Magazine, Catalytic Overdrive, Synchronized Frame, Demolition Tribute, and Ablative Shielding. As always, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for all future videos, and I'll see you in the next video.